Alright. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem Harakat. Alright, first and foremost, I'd like to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Harakat Kodash. Double honors unto the apostles and the elders of great millstone that surely do well. Peace and blessings unto the Akim, throughout the four corners of the world. I push this word in all sincerity and with all truth. This is Matana from the GMS camp, Trinidad, coming to the Spirit and the power of the Lord once again to do a short lesson to edify the Lord's flock and to bring out some of the folly that taking place in this world today. Some of it that could have polluted us, or we were, at one point in time we were polluted by it. We believed in it, the doctrines of this world. But the Lord is bringing an end. The Lord is soon about to bring an end to all these, lies, all these doctrines that Esau pushed, the philosophies that he pushed, including feminism, equality, pride, alphabet community, all these different things. The Lord is about to bring an end to these things, because righteousness is going to be set up. And when righteousness is set up, there is not going to be a droplet, folly, because is man going to rule it in what? Is man going to rule it in righteousness, with authority, and as the scriptures say, a rod of iron. So when you do iniquity, talking about you other nations, there's gonna be severe punishment for it. But just touching on this image here, where this proud could be Moabite, what she quoted and said was, "Men, your time is up." We time up. Is their time to have dominance over the world now. Which that statement, that is really incorrect, because for a long time now, for like about how long? 3-4 decades, these women been getting empowered, through Esau, through the equal rights feminism doctrine, where a woman is equal or above a man, because it reached the point now where they're above a man. They're not equal anymore, they're above a man, because in the court of law, the judges, the magistrate feel sorry for them, the police feel sorry for them, they get help easier than a man, they get financial assistance easier than a man. So really and truly they have a privilege that we don't even have. So it's no more equality. Feminism is no more about a woman being equal to a man, but rather a woman being above a man. And the scriptures spoke about that. And then let's go and get in Jeremiah, the 31st chapter and the 22nd verse. It says, "How long will thou go about, O thou backsliding daughter?" Talking about Israel, the whole house of Israel. It says, "For Yahweh had created a new thing in the earth. A woman shall compass a man." And these tribes took up that doctrine from these heathens and them. Not to respect your man, not to show your man reverence, not to appreciate or love your man, or your husband, I should say rather, but to be against him, to show him hatred, and all that is part of the curses. The one, let me read it. "She that is delicate and tender," as the scriptures say, she don't even want to set the sole of her foot upon the ground. It says Deuteronomy 28 and verse 56, it says, the tender and delicate woman among you, which will not adventure to set the sole of her foot upon the ground, for delicateness and tenderness, her eye shall be evil toward the husband of her bosom, and toward her son, and toward her daughter. So it's not just women getting it. The evil towards even their own kids. Look, for example, yesterday, listening to the radio, and guess what? This teenage boy was having an argument with his mother, and what ensued after was that she proceeded to poison the boy. You know, she gave him food laced with poison, gave him it to eat for dinner, and that happened right down here in Trinidad. Give him it to eat for dinner, and he ended up having to go to the hospital. Now, luckily, he survived, but that just goes to show you the wickedness of these women. You know, it was not Jake, but it was a Elamite, but all these women and them on the same level of wickedness now, because Esau is the one that fed all of them that same wine, that same lies, the same philosophies. You know, do as you want. You don't need a man. You know, you could raise your family on your own. The government will assist you. Get rid of him, and that's to show you how they use craftiness against us. For women to be assisted by the government, what has to happen is that the man has to be absent. So without encouraging independence from women, pride from women, you know, arrogance from women. But as I say, the Lord is about to bring an end to all these wickedness. It says, verse 57, and toward her young one that cometh out from between her feet, and toward her children which she shall bear, for she shall eat them for want of all things secretly in the streets, Salakia, for want of all things secretly in the streets, Salakia, secretly in the siege and straitness, where thine enemy shall distress thee in thy gates. And that is something going to happen just now. In the time of famine, these women going to do what? They're going to resort to eating their kids. They're going to resort to boiling their kids and eating them. Scripture spoke about that in Lamentation. It even have an account of it in 1 Kings, either 1 Kings or 2 Kings, where two women come to an agreement that they would cook one son on one day and the next son on the other day. And what happened? One of the women outsmarted the other one, and she went and made a report to the king. And when the king heard it, he rent his garment because he didn't believe what he was hearing. No, that was part of the curses. It happened then, and it's gonna happen now again. Scripture in Isaiah 3 and verse 12. It says, as for my people, children are their oppressors, and women rule over them. O my people, they which lead thee cause thee to err. You understand? It says, as for my people, children are the oppressors, and women rule over them. And that is the world that we live in today, where a woman has more rights than a man in everything. Take your job, take your loan, in the court, in the police station, in everything. You know? So when the Lord is about reestablish his kingdom, all these things gonna be set back in order. Now she probably didn't get the memo, but she gonna get the memo soon. If they're thinking that they haven't had enough privilege, they haven't had enough, room to do mischief, she gonna get a memo soon, because right now the women have a lot of freedom. So if she expecting more, then what they would do next? They would fucking say, they would cut off our throats. They would see men and just start to shoot us. If she want more freedom, that would have been provided with by Esau now. You understand? That goes to show that Esau has to pay for all these things. Scriptures say he deceived the whole earth. All that was part of the deception, that woman and man should be equal. When you read First Corinthians, the 11th chapter, it talk about the order that the Most High set up. Scripture say 1 Corinthians 11 and verse 3. It says, But I would have you know that the head of every man is Mashiach Yahushai, and the head of the woman is the man. And the head of Mashiach is power, whose name is Yahweh. So the head of the woman is the man. There's a reason why the Most High put a man to rule over a woman. You know, the scriptures say he had not imparted unto her wisdom. I think that is Timothy. What I'm looking for here. No. I'm gonna actually look for it. First Timothy 2 and verse 11, it says, Let the woman learn in silence with all subjection, but I suffer not a woman to teach, nor to usurp authority over the man, but to be in silence. For Adam was first formed, then Eve. And Adam was not deceived, but the woman being deceived was in the transgression. So the Lord, there's a reason why the Lord put man to lead. We're not as naive or as susceptible to deception as the woman, because we use logic to judge. We use moral values to judge. They use pure emotion to judge. And emotion would make someone offer you something, and you being glad about where you're here, or happy about what the offer, not asking yourself, well, why, what is the reason why this person want to give me this, why it's sounding too sweet, but just running based off of emotions, you would accept it, and you would basically agree to that in the long run. And that is what happened with Eve. She was glad about what she heard. She not saying, well, why you want me to eat of that fruit? Where's he he say you shall not surely die, alright? That's not bad. Cool. Could live with her. But best be on the safe side. And that that goes to show that they judge based off of emotion. So the Lord put men to rule, and now this will have a problem with men ruling. It is Genesis 3 and verse 16. It says, Unto the woman he said, I will greatly multiply thy sorrow and thy conception. In sorrow thou shalt bring forth children, and thy desire shall be to thy husband, and he shall rule over thee. To rule, it says, exercise ultimate power or authority over. Ultimate power, not shared power, ultimate power, authority over. It says having a powerful or restricting influence on. It says be a dominant or powerful factor. Understand? So you have that authority. You supposed to really want to have that authority over your wife. But it's not so. As the scripture says, the Lord created a new thing in the earth. There's last precept here, Jeremiah 6 and verse 16. It says, thus saith Yahweh power, stand in the ways and see and ask for the old paths, where is the good way, and walk therein, and ye shall find rest for your souls. But what they say? But they said, we will not. But they said, we will not walk therein. You understand these people? The Lord say, seek the old paths, which is the good way, which is the way that's going to give you life. You're going to have rest for your souls. Or they said, now we rather our souls be tormented. Because that is it. If your soul in not at rest, that means it's either tormented and uncomfortable. And that is what they agreed to. Say, nah, we don't want our way. We were a way where we could be tormented. The souls not at rest, but we could do what we want. You understand? That is how stupid these people are. I heard the scriptures say, for my people are such a strength. They are foolish, they have not known me. Understand? You know, so with that, I want to give all praises and glory unto Yahweh Basham Yahushai, Basham Harakah Kodash. Double honors unto the apostles, the elders of great men, so that surely rule well. Peace and blessings unto the Akim, to the hopeful elect. Until next time, I say Shalom.